Hey, what's up everyone? There's a lot to talk about regarding the weather. Worldwide craziness, basically. Dozens have been rescued around a week ago, whereas close to a year's worth of rain inundates Kuwait City with severe flooding. Now, Iran, Iraq, and areas east, including the areas of Saudi Arabia, are dealing with record flooding like they have never seen in documented history. Now, that's not to say it never happened. Maybe it's relating to the prophecy of just as it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be in the days of the coming of the Son of Man, Jesus Christ, the Son of God. Maybe it's relatable to that. Now, also, it also states, there are many other factors to that as well, not just regarding the floods, but there are many factors, the chaos and confusion and everything you see happening in this day and time in which we live is very closely relatable to the times of Noah. But they received a year's worth of rain in a day in the city of Kuwait. And there's been chaos on the coast of the United States and various places throughout this world. Lots of snow, record amounts of snow in various places, earthquakes. Oh my goodness, I could not count the number of earthquake notifications that I've received lately. They have been through the roof, so to speak, regarding the earthquake notifications that I've received. There have been so many earthquakes. I believe nearly a 7.0 hit Iran and Iraq within this weekend. And flash flooding has been happening in the areas of Iraq and Iran, and Saudi Arabia still dealing with record floods, while areas west are dealing with record drought. Basically, all of that rain's heading to the east, while the areas in the west are remaining dry. If you look here, you can still see motorists are stranded, and flood rescues are continuing. Heavy rain and deadly flooding continuing across the Middle East into this weekend and early next week. You can see, look at all of this rain. It's rain, weather chaos, climate chaos throughout the Middle East. And it's been happening for weeks and weeks in Saudi Arabia. Areas that didn't have lush rain, they now have lots of plant life and floods happening over there. Catastrophic flooding in the deserts, the last place you would expect to see that kind of activity. And you can see a video here, desert floods in Saudi Arabia, biblical catastrophic floods in the desert of Saudi Arabia, and it just keeps on happening. And the latest earthquake in Iran and Iraq was a 6.3 that happened at 10:37 a.m. So that was the latest one, and the epicenter of it was just northeast of Baghdad. 4.9 happened on November 25th in Iraq, and a 4.9 once again just 8 miles from the province of Iran. A 5.0, a 4.4 in Iraq, a 4.3 in Iran, and another 5.3. Check out all these earthquakes in the Middle East. On the same day, there were 7 earthquakes that you could consider major that took place, that you can consider considerable, moderate to major, that took place. And it was felt in all of the areas in red there. My internet is working very slowly right now, but there were several water spouts just a few days ago. Huge water spouts that were close to tornado size, but they were in the water. they formed off the coast of southern Italy. So several water spouts, and this one being the largest, formed off the coast of Italy. So a lot taking place right now. I'll bring you much more news very soon, but I just thought I would bring you some updates regarding some various things taking place in the world around us. So there's a lot happening right now. That 6.3 earthquake that hit western Iran actually injured 200 people. It's the same place where the tremor killed over 600 people last year. And extreme weather disasters are now widespread and worsening across the United States, according to the federal report. So, and this is awful, this river of trash in these extreme floods in Haiti, the river of trash that we produced. They had welcome rain in California, but they've now had rain, fire, snow, everything else that you can name in California. Now they're having to deal with mudslides and all of that. So there are several truther videos out there regarding the fires of California. I'll bring you some updates on that very soon, and some of my thoughts on this. They're also not telling the actual number of people that are missing or dead from the fires. They're not giving the actual reports on that. They're lowering the numbers quite a bit, according to documentation. According to the reports, they're lowering the actual number. Now, it's believed that there are several people they're not showing. Several thousands of people they're not showing or telling that are missing or dead from these fires. But there's a lot to cover, there's a lot to talk about, so many strange things happening in this world around us, so many disastrous and noteworthy, newsworthy occurrences, and I hope you're all safe. And right now we're going through this mess, this illness, this I don't know what you call it, this major cold, congestion. I had flu-like symptoms with 102 fever. Now my mama's catching this, so I hope she does not get what I had. I hope she doesn't get to that extent, because she already has a hard enough time. Pray for her if you don't mind, please. Much love. God bless you all, and that's all for this video. Peace. Bye.